Sod Talk is presented by AgPro. Welcome to Sod Talk, part of the Sod Cemetery tradition. The Sod Cemetery is in its 61st season, celebrating great Seminole wins, on the road, against the crowd, and against the odds. On game day, when you're near Doak Campbell, come by the cemetery and push the button. You'll hear from legendary Seminole stars on how they brought back the sod. Nicholas O'Leary came to Florida State in 2011 from Dwyer High School in West Palm Beach. He was highly recruited. He became the Seminoles' all-time record holder for a tight end with 114 receptions for almost 1,600 yards and 17 touchdowns. He helped Jameis Winston win a national championship in 2013, and the next year he would become an NCAA Consensus All-American, winning the John Mackey and Ozzie Newsome Awards as college football's best tight end. His Seminoles comprised a record of 48-7. Our All-American, Pro Bowl, and Super Bowl Seminole, Corey Simon, is with Nick O'Leary. Hello, Corey.
Hello, Doug, and thank you. We are here with none other than Mr. Nick O'Leary. It's great to have you. How you doing?
Doing good. Here over at the stadium, working today, getting ready for Duke.
Yeah, man, exciting times here in Tallahassee, homecoming week. Nick, you were highly recruited as a tight end coming out of West Palm Beach. Tell me, what did Coach Fisher do to convince you to become a Nole?
Started off with James Coley, who's the tight end coach here when I came, and also Mark Stoops, who was recruiting me as well. I just had a strong connection with them when coming out of high school compared to a bunch of other coaches that I was getting recruited by. They kind of just went from there, and I was like, you know what, I want to go play for these guys at Florida State.
That was the greatest thing to happen for us because you were an impact player. So as a former player myself, I wore gloves all the way, through my playing career, through my NFL career. Most receivers nowadays, you see them wearing gloves. Tell me why you never put on gloves.
I actually did put them on one time in high school. I went to catch the ball, and the ball went right through my hands, and it ended up being an interception. So ever since then, I never put gloves back on again. That was the reason. The ball went right through my hands. I didn't feel like I had full control of my hands at the time.
Well, it worked out well for you. So you played with Jalen Ramsey, LaMarcus Joyner, Ronald Darby, Telvin Smith. What was practice like practicing against those names, that vaunted defense that we had?
Very competitive. There were some heated moments that happened during practice, and those all got handled. Every day was just so competitive, and it made everybody better at the end of the day.
I want to jump in and talk about Jameis Winston, playing with a Heisman Trophy winner. What was that like?
It was awesome. I mean, nobody really knew that's how it was going to turn out to be when he first got here. Once we played Pitt, and he was, I think it was 28 for 29 that first game. He threw me 3 touchdowns that game, and we went on to have a national championship year. And I mean, like every day during practice, I mean, he's so competitive, and he was there every step of the way.
Tell me about that run, 14 straight wins. What did that feel like?
We thought to ourselves that we were going to go kill everybody that year. I mean, we did. We won the national championship. I mean, the confidence level that we all had going out every Saturday was very high. Went out there and beat up on some guys every Saturday.
You guys killed Clemson, 51-14. Let's talk about the play that you caught, the little short pass on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
There's this little DB that decided to show his face.
For the second consecutive year, Winston backfiring, complete. Here's O'Leary battling away. Inside the 10, powerful run.
And you kind of just put your foot in it and ran him over. Tell me about that play.
Kind of saw him coming. Rashad had the guy blocked corner, and the safety came to try and get me on the sideline, and I lowered the shoulder and flew him back a couple yards. The crowd was very quiet, and you could hear the Florida State fans cheering over there on that side. So it was a good moment.
Man, it's something about when that place gets eerily quiet.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun to be a Nole. Let's talk about some of the playing with guys like Rashard Green, Kenny Shaw, Kelvin Benjamin. What was it like playing with those guys?
Nobody was selfish on the offense. I mean, everybody wanted everybody to do good, and if the ball came your way, catch it, go get your yards, move on to the next play. So everybody just wanted to do their job. When they were in the game, they did their part, and that's what made it special.
It showed. It really did show on the field. just how much you guys wanted to play for each other. And that's what it takes to be successful. So let's fast forward. After a 5-year NFL career, you're back here in Tallahassee with Coach Norvell's staff. What has that been like being back here?
It's been good. I mean, I'm here trying to get these guys to be the best football players they can and be successful at the next level as well. I mean, I'm also finishing my degree while I'm here, and Coach Norvell gave me a great opportunity to come here and help them coaching this year.
You're doing an excellent job because you've got some studs in that tight end room. Talk about those guys and working with that current tight end group.
Yeah, I mean, we got Jaheim Bell, who's a great player, came from South Carolina, and he could be one of the best tight ends in the country. And then, we got Kyle Morlock, who also came from a school in Georgia. We got Marquise and Douglas. We actually got one of my cousin, Vance Nicholas, is in here, and Preston Daniel. And they work really hard during the week, and it shows off every Saturday for them.
What is it like being a coach or assisting the coaches on the field?
It's different, but I enjoy it. When you are trying to teach these guys to do something and you see them do it on a Saturday and it works, that's what makes it exciting as a coach now.
What does it mean to you to be a Seminole?
Like a brotherhood. I mean, still to this day, I talk to guys that I played with from 2011 to 2014. That class that I came in with, we all still see each other like at least one time a year. It's nice that they care that much to drive or fly, go wherever to meet up with each other to help one another out.
So we're celebrating this year, the 10-year reunion of that championship team. What is it going to feel like to get around those guys again?
It's going to be good. I mean, I don't know how many guys are coming yet, but all the ones that can make it, it'll be really exciting to see them on that weekend.
Well, Nick, I really do appreciate your time, and thank you for joining our staff, and thank you for joining SOD Talk.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
Thanks.
All right. Good to see you, Corey.
Go Noles.
Go Noles.
This episode of SOD Talk was presented by AgPro.